The ultimate evil was on the trail of the maid. Trolls, renowned for... Some creatures had been hiding in a secret room. They joined the ultimate evil. A room full of rats has been unearthed. There was a small, very well-guarded Alliance camp in the overworld that had now noticed the Horde. Unfortunately, this camp was already connected to the dungeon, so that very soon, wave upon wave of heroes would start streaming into the dungeon. Enemies have entered the dungeon. payday. The creatures of the ultimate evil came upon a strange portal. The evil immediately recognized it for what it was, the entrance to the demon realm. Could this be used to bring the demons under evil's control? The glowering creatures surrounding the area did not appear to share this wish. They seemed more interested in the game of rough and tumble. When the demons persistently refused to subjugate themselves to the vile evil, the horde promptly stormed them. The portal disappeared, but it would certainly not be the only one. What did the demons' presence here mean? The ultimate evil let its creatures continue to push on to where the clan chiefs resided. The Alliance camp went up in smoke and flames. The unspeakable evil's creatures shouted and roared their victory to all and sundry. It would take some time before it dawned on them that they could have feasted royally from the contents of the Alliance's stores. The unspeakable evil's creatures saw Trollolo and Broom in the distance. However, their glowing red eyes did not bode well. They appeared to be under a spell, an energy aura wobbling around them somewhat disturbingly. To make matters worse, the hero magician Gandaldor happened to appear at this moment too. After all, a magician never arrives too late or too soon, but always precisely when he needs to.
Defend this place, my minions. For true, the Horde will not be a problem for my master.
With these unpleasing words, magic portals opened in the disgruntled evil's dungeon to release sinister demons into its realm. Brace yourself. The uneasy evil's little snots had been digging when they came upon a strange room, which was heavily guarded. An inner voice told the evil that it should keep its nose out of there until the appropriate mission objective had been given. A group of vicious demons were guarding the area. Since neither Buffy nor the Winchester brothers were currently available to sort them out for better or for worse, it would have to be up to the Horde or the delegating evil to get the job. The destruction of the demons and the hellish crystal meant that the barrier was destroyed too. The self-satisfied evil allowed itself a quick pat on the back. Now, it was time to deal with Trollolo and Broom. It's payday. Enemies have entered the dungeon. It's payday. Enemies have entered the dungeon. When the Horde's creatures reached the clan chief's Trollolone room, there was no more demonic fire to be seen blazing in their eyes. Both joined the ultimate evil with the greatest glee. The prudent evil resisted the urge to punish them both severely for their treachery, for the time being at any rate. Currently, it needed all the help it could muster. This basically good hero had allied himself with the demons who were resisting the unspeakable evil's control. That did not bode well, at least not for the ultimate evil. The path to the clan chief's dungeon appeared to be guarded by some corrupted trolls who bombarded the gorge incessantly with stones. The well-armed evil would have to take good care of its troops here, or alternatively, avoid clever tactics and send them through en masse, as befits a horde. Some confused creatures decided to go up against the horde of the ultimate evil. However, the moment was short-lived and their fate sealed. The creatures of the keeping itself at a safe distance evil entered the clan chief's dungeon. However, something was very wrong. The demonic influence was palpable. Slowly they groped their way forwards, penetrating further into the darkness, following the relentless clicks of the ultimate evil. creatures have been held captive here, and after being liberated, were pleased to join the Horde. Payday! There are enemies in your dungeon. It was more than a curious question as to what the demons here were all about. What was their motivation? And why had Gandalf allied himself with them? The creatures of the research-hungry evil had discovered a Chaos Forge. Here, trolls created powerful improvements for the entire Horde. Something like that would do nicely in its own dungeon. In the former clan chief's dungeon, the unspeakable evil stumbled upon another demonic crystal, one which projected its insidious aura onto the surface. It was clear that this thing would have to be destroyed as well. The second demonic crystal was destroyed by the Horde, and with its demise an area in the overworld was set free. This, moreover, the rock throwers were able to free themselves from the spell and didn't hesitate to join the Horde.
This will not please my lord. The true evil will tear you apart. Vengeance will be ours.
The voice of the obviously corrupted magician boomed across the battlefield. He seemed to think himself a servant of evil, but he was serving the wrong evil, and the Horde would soon teach him that. Unfortunately, the Demon's Crystal had failed to provide access to certain areas of the overworld. The ever-exploratory evil then saw that the hero's camp in the overworld happened to be conveniently close to the crystal. This might just prove useful. It was time to clean up the camp. It goes without saying that the renegade demons and the Alliance were not the best of friends. Thus, another portal quite near to the camp opened, and demons started pouring out of it. Very soon, a fierce battle raged between the two camps. This could be a good opportunity to have the last laugh. Why not use the opportunity to wipe out the weakened Alliance, if I may be so bold? Enemies have entered the dungeon. Lasted about as long as a flock of sheep at an orc family reunion. As a bonus, so to speak, a plateau appeared very close to the demonic crystal. Perhaps a troll rock thrower could be useful. Fortunately, the mission plan following evil had just recently recruited the troll rock throwers. This kind of unit could dig in and then attack the crystal from the plateau. A plateau allowed the displeased evil's creatures to see the unnatural pulsating of a demonic crystal. This crystal was located on the surface and could not be reached without anyone succumbing to its power. The trolls smashed the demonic crystal to pieces with their enormous rocks, and so put an end to the aura. The Horde was once again on the march.
You'll pay for that. The one true evil will not be stopped.
It's payday. The troll chieftain Gru died a heroic death. At least, that's what will be written in history. Probably best not to see the demon blood. A few more demons had idiotically thrown themselves into an attack on the Horde. There was an entrance leading into the underground behind them. That had to be Gandalf's hideout. The Alliance camp went up in flames. An inner voice, as well as the mission display, informed the ultimate evil that there were no other camps in the area.
Welcome. You who are about to die, we salute you. For you will die here. For horror. For the one true evil.